Let me ask you something simple, but powerful. When was the last time you caught yourself thinking, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'll probably fail anyway. Those little thoughts, those whispers, are shaping your entire life. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You become what you think about most. Your thoughts aren't just passing clouds. They're building blocks. They're carving the path you walk, whether you see it or not. You don't need a new plan. You don't need more motivation. What you need is to get your mind in check. Because if your mind is trash, talking you all day, how do you expect to win? Listen. Your brain is always listening. If you think you're a loser, your brain will find evidence. If you think you'll never make it, your brain will agree. If you constantly replay failure in your head, your brain prepares you to fail. But the reverse, it's powerful. If you start believing you're capable, if you think like a person who wins, you'll start making decisions like that person. And that's when life starts to change. This isn't about fake positivity. This is about training your thoughts like a mental gym. Because just like a weak body comes from skipping workouts, a weak mindset comes from skipping the reps of discipline. Your thoughts set your temperature. They set the level of your life. And if you don't control that thermostat, your life will always stay cold. Every successful person you admire started the same way: scared, doubtful, unsure. But they learned to think differently. They decided to stop letting their thoughts bully them. And the moment they took control of their mind, the game changed. You want confidence? Start thinking like a confident person. You want discipline? Think like someone who doesn't quit. You want to lead? Think like someone who already does. Your thoughts are the soil. Your life is the fruit. Plant garbage, grow garbage. Plant belief, grow greatness. And I know what you're thinking. But I've failed before. I'm not that person yet. I'm stuck. Guess what? Everyone starts stuck. But you don't stay stuck if you start thinking differently. Start saying, maybe I can do this. I'm figuring this out. I've made it through worse. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stop thinking like a person who's already lost. Because when your mind changes, your life follows. You become what you think, not once. Not just when it's easy. Every single day. So ask yourself, what are you feeding your brain today? What kind of thoughts are you letting sit on repeat? Because if you wouldn't say it to a friend, stop saying it to yourself. Your thoughts are writing the story of your life. You can edit them. You can change the script. And you can start today. Because this isn't just mindset. This is survival. This is success. This is everything. Your thoughts shape your reality. And whether you realize it or not, every single thing around you right now was first built in the invisible world of your mind. That job you have, that relationship you're in, the way your body looks, your daily routine, your habits, none of them are just random. They are the direct reflection of what you've believed, tolerated, or expected. If your mind is filled with limitations, your life will reflect limits. If your mind is filled with possibilities, you'll start creating opportunities out of thin air. The world doesn't give you what you deserve. It gives you what you believe. Think about it. Have you ever told yourself, "I'm not good at this," and suddenly your performance drops? Or, "I'll never find the right person," and you stop trying altogether? That's not coincidence. That's the power of thought, pulling the strings of your reality. The moment you tell your mind something, your brain starts searching for proof. It will twist your focus, tune your attention, and manipulate your behavior just to make your thoughts come true. Let's say you're walking into a room full of people. If your thought is, "They probably won't like me," your body language changes. You look down, cross your arms, keep quiet, then they don't talk to you. And now you have proof. See, I was right. But were you? Or did your thought create that outcome? Imagine waking up and choosing to believe, even without proof, "I belong here. I'm capable. I can figure it out." Your shoulders would rise. Your eyes would open wider. Your tone would sound more certain. People would feel it. And suddenly, reality starts shifting. Not because the world changed, but because you did. People think changing your life starts with money, or luck, or someone else giving you a shot. But the truth, it starts with one new thought. Just one. Something as small as, "I can try again." Or, "Maybe there's another way." And once that thought takes root, it starts rewiring how you show up. Thoughts are not just background noise. They are instructions. They are blueprints. They are the architects of your future. The world you live in today is simply a mirror of what you allowed yourself to think yesterday. And if you don't like the reflection, don't smash the mirror. Change the thought. The way you think when no one's watching is the most powerful decision you make all day. Every morning, you're not just waking up. You're building a world, one thought at a time. Negative self-talk is a silent killer because it doesn't scream. It whispers. It doesn't hit you like a truck. It chips away at you piece by piece. One moment you're dreaming big, fired up, ready to move, and then suddenly you hear it. Who are you to do this? You're not good enough. You always mess things up. It sounds like your voice. It feels familiar. And that's what makes it dangerous. You start believing it without question. It becomes part of your daily background music. And you don't even notice it's playing on repeat. But the damage it causes, it's massive. Look at someone waking up with a goal. Maybe they want to lose weight, start a business, or fix their relationship. They start strong. They make a plan. But then, that voice creeps in. This won't work for you. You're too lazy. Why bother? And slowly, they pull back. They miss one workout, cancel one meeting, avoid one tough conversation. And it's not because they're incapable. It's because their inner dialogue convinced them they were. Think of the student who never raises their hand in class because their mind whispers, "Don't embarrass yourself." Or the employee who never speaks up in meetings because the thought says, "They'll laugh at you." That person might be a genius, full of value, full of light, but they've been silenced by their own mind. And that silence turns into regret. That's the slow death of potential. We protect ourselves from toxic people, bad environments, energy vampires. But we forget that the most toxic person we deal with might be living in our own head. And the worst part, we listen. We let that voice run wild. We give it power without a fight. But imagine for a second if that voice started speaking in support instead of fear. Imagine if it said, "You've got this," or "You've failed before, but that doesn't define you," or "Get up and try again." How different would your day feel? How different would your results be? You can drink all the green juices, hit the gym, read the books. But if your mind is feeding you poison every morning, none of it sticks. Because negative self-talk is not just talk. It's a command. And your brain is listening, like a loyal soldier, following every order you give without hesitation. It believes you. And if all you feed it is doubt, shame, guilt, and fear, that's the life it will create. You must train your mind like a muscle. Because just like your body, your brain gets stronger with repetition, resistance, and effort. Nobody builds a powerful mindset by accident. It's not something you wake up with one day. It's built. It's earned. It's developed through daily battles that no one sees. The same way you go to the gym to lift weights and tear your muscles so they grow stronger. You must challenge your thoughts. Question your doubts. And push past your fears to strengthen your mind. Think about it. If you never work out, your body becomes weak. It doesn't perform well. It gets tired easily. It falls apart under pressure. The same thing happens to your mindset. If you never train it, it starts to default to fear, anxiety, and laziness. Your mind will choose comfort over growth every single time, unless you train it to do otherwise. It starts in the smallest moments. When your alarm goes off and your first thought is, "I'm tired. Just 5 more minutes." That's mental resistance. And if you give in, your mind learns that excuses win. But if you override that voice and say, "Get up. We're not negotiating," that's 1 rep for your mental strength. When you're rejected and your brain whispers, "You're not good enough," you don't just accept it. You challenge it. You say, "I'm learning, not losing." That's another rep. It's in those tiny, invisible choices where your mindset is either getting sharper or softer. Every champion, every leader, every high performer you've ever admired, they all trained their minds like warriors. They didn't wait to feel motivated. They built discipline by acting without it. They didn't hope for confidence. They created it through repetition. The more you practice grit, the more it becomes your default. The more you feed your focus, the louder it grows. Daily life gives you all the equipment you need. Traffic is your patience workout. Criticism is your self-worth training. Failure is your bounce-back drill. Comparison is your authenticity test. And fear is the ultimate weight to lift. The more fear you face, the stronger you become. If you treat your mind like a muscle, every challenge becomes an opportunity. Every setback becomes a session. And every time you push, when it's easier to quit, you're not just surviving. You're sculpting mental armor. The truth is, your life is always moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts. What you think, you feel. What you feel, you do. And what you do becomes your life. This isn't just a motivational quote. It's a mirror. If you're thinking small, your life will stay small. If you're thinking weak, your actions will reflect weakness. But if you start thinking like someone who refuses to quit, like someone who's already made it, like someone who doesn't back down even when the odds are stacked high, everything changes. Because your thoughts are the compass, and the direction you point them decides the rest of the journey. You want a powerful life, then you have to start speaking power over your life. You want confidence? Then start by telling yourself you belong in every room you walk into. You want growth? Then remind yourself that every mistake is just a step forward. Speak life. Speak strength. Speak victory, even when your voice shakes. Because the words you repeat when no one is watching are shaping the reality everyone else will eventually see. There's a storm in every person, a fire, a warrior, but for most, it's buried under years of doubt, fear, failure, and pain. It's hidden beneath the voices of people who didn't believe in you, or the moments where you gave up on yourself. But that fire never dies. It waits. It waits for the day you stop running from the mirror and start facing it. The day you stop asking for permission and start claiming your space. And that day can be today. You think greatness is born in talent. No. Greatness is born in repetition, in resilience, in rising every single time you fall flat on your face. It's born in the silence, when no one claps for you. It's born in those lonely nights when you keep showing up. Every scar you carry is not your weakness. It's your badge. Every fear you conquer is not the end. It's the doorway. And every time you want to quit, but don't, you're not just surviving. You're evolving. Do not let the noise of this world drown out your own inner fire. The world will tell you to slow down, to play it safe, to stay comfortable. But comfort is a slow death. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever will. So if you're uncomfortable right now, good. That means you're growing. That means you're shedding the version of you that's settled. Because the real you, the powerful you, is not afraid of pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. Storms reveal warriors. And struggle builds legends. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Nothing changes unless you do. No more hiding. No more overthinking. No more playing small. It's time to silence the inner critic and awaken the inner champion. Remind yourself daily, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Remind yourself, I was not born to just exist. I was born to rise, to build, to impact, to lead. And every day I wake up is another chance to prove to myself that the past is not my limit. It's just my lesson. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Fear is a liar, and doubt is a thief. Don't let them rob you another day. When it gets hard, remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. When you feel lost, remember, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. And when you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself that your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Feed it. Train it. Protect it. Because the moment you master your mind, you master your life. You become what you think. So think like a giant. Think like a king. Think like someone who refuses to let their story end in regret. Because you don't need permission to be great. You just need a decision. And once your thoughts align with your power, there is nothing in this world that can stop you from becoming everything you were born to be.